What's going on YouTube? Today is close to Christmas. Damn! 12/14/2025, 7:26 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm full of crap. We're going to talk about that. Quick metal price check, because I've been doing it. Gold, 43.24.58. I told you. 18, 19 months ago, whatever it was, buy gold. It's $2,000, $2,200 an ounce. You're crazy. Am I? Silver, 62.64, up 55 cents. I told you. Buy as much as you can. It'll go up someday. I admit, it happened faster than I thought. Platinum, 1770.53, up 17.18. Palladium, 1527.62, up 12.87. GSR, 69.04. MoneyMetals. Nothing in this video is financial advice. Do your own research, form your own opinions. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. We need to get to, we surpassed the recent goal very quickly of 3,000 subs by Christmas. Now we are sitting at, as I film this video, come on computer load, 3,085 subscribers. Can we please get to 3,100, new goal, by Christmas? We have 11 days, barely, to do that. 11 days to get 15 subs. Can we do it? Come on now. Come on. Counting on you. I was thinking today about what I would do if I was president. It'll never happen. I don't have the influence, the affluence, the support, finance to run for office. Nor do I think I'd want that attention, but I was thinking about something somebody said to me. I think it was the video before last, don't quote me, about I'm full of crap. And we're going to talk about that. But I was thinking about narratives, right? How people hear and don't listen. How people see. How people look and don't see. And I asked myself, what would I do as president? What's important to me? And when I talk about how people hear or listen without hearing, or listen without hearing, hear without listening, I mean, you could really say it both ways, I suppose. But people hear and don't listen a lot. They hear with emotion. They think with emotion. And, for instance, when I say, if I were president, I'd love to get back on the bi, tri, or quad metal standard even at this point. And I would love to end the Fed, because we all hate the Fed. We all know what the Fed has done to us. Now, that's not to say that the Fed hasn't paved a path for a great number of profits. If you're paying attention, it has. I think that's a byproduct of their, behaviors, and I think that's on us to learn about, to dive into, to study. Meaning, when they raise interest rates, we invest differently, we save differently, and payments on debt rise. When they lower rates, traditionally, again, not financial advice, hit the like, hit the subscribe, show some love. When they lower rates, quantitative easing versus quantitative tightening, money printing versus not, or not as much. They're kind of always printing, let's be honest. Assets go up. And once we study things, once we learn things, once we do our due diligence as people, and learn to understand what the Fed moves mean, we understand that we pour into assets, real estate, stocks, silver, gold, platinum, palladium, whatever it is, because traditionally they go up when money becomes worth less. This money, not this. And if I tell somebody, if I were president, I would love to end the Fed. I would love to get us on a, buy or try or quad metal standard. But it's not feasible in today's world, especially in the United States. What that person would hear, and this is based on choice and emotion, is, oh man, you love the Fed. You hate gold. You hate silver. You love currency. It's an odd thing. It's a very odd thing. I'm not sure if I became hyper aware of it over the last few years, or if it became more abundant, or a mixture of both. Probably that one. But it's weird. You can point out things, facts, and if people don't want to hear them, you will be called horrible things. Which brings me to my point of I'm full of crap. A couple videos ago, I pointed out that I was asked a question in real life of, do I think there's going to be a pullback in metals? And my response was, there has to be, historically speaking. Somebody said I was full of crap in the comment section. And correct me if I'm wrong, a pullback means the price goes backward. There's no set, it has to go backward X percent. A pullback is a pullback, right? And if I'm not mistaken, silver has done slight pullbacks. And I believe it will do another, a bigger one. I do believe we've reached a new floor for silver and gold price. Gold probably 12 months ago, 18 months ago for sure. Silver as of late, very recently. That doesn't mean I want a pullback. I mean, I do because I want to stack more, but it doesn't mean I don't like silver. I love it. It's my favorite metal. What it means is the price is going to pull back. And we can take advantage of that. We can not. We can sit. We can do whatever we want. But what that person heard and what I said were two completely different things. And I've been told people have, there's the truth and, a person's personal truth, what they call my truth. Almost always that's not the case. I mean, it's the case, but your truth and the truth remain unchanged. My truth and the truth remain unchanged. I can want whatever I want to be my truth and the truth. Cheers. Does not mean it's the truth. So that's a waste of fucking time. And when I said silver would pull back, it did a little bit. That in no way means don't buy it, don't stack it, don't hold it, don't purchase it. It just means this is what it's going to do, because historically it kind of has to. Gold too. Every asset pulls back. And that's not a negative thing. Can be. Just like the word obligation. I am obligated to do something. Doesn't have to be a bad thing. You can be obligated to do the right thing and something that benefits you. And that's a good thing. But it has a negative connotation. Right? So, to that individual, I would say, stop listening, and thinking with your emotion. Start hearing and thinking with logic and what is said, what is put in front of you. If I say the grass on the other side of that fence that between my neighbor and I is greener than mine, don't chop it up, dissect it, just look at it and be like, the grass is a little bit greener, you're right. It's not that hard, folks. You know, I was thinking about what I would do as president. And I love these. And a lot of things I would do. Free trade across the board. If you don't want to trade with me, my country, see ya. Because I want to trade with you. Free across the board. I'm a free market capitalist. That's what I believe in. It's what I know works. I would want to end the Fed, but I would probably understand that that's never going to happen. Wouldn't change my want, my desire for it. I would want to go back on a bimetal standard for sure. Probably a quad or a tri, but probably a quad. Because I would understand that most people don't understand sound money anymore, and it would be a hell of a battle to get them to. I would understand that the value of this stuff and gold and all that would have to be astronomically asinine and ridiculous based on all the people on the planet to make it work. I would understand that, and keep in mind I'm president at this point, right? In a perfect hypothetical world, I would understand that other people in government, like pretty much all of them, would not like that because they could not spend into oblivion. Governments love to spend our money. So therefore, I would understand that I probably would not be able to feasibly make it work. Which is completely separate from the idea of the fact that I would want it to work and I would want to be on those standards. So to that person, that's what I would say. I would also say, thank you for the comment. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so. And please watch the whole video before you, and this is my assumption, before you make your own assumptions. What is in the title oftentimes is a reference point in the video, not the point of the video. You know, I would also encourage people, it's the holidays. And y'all gonna laugh, but I was thinking about this. I thought I bought these long ago, and I kind of did, but I bought 6 of them at the time. I gave one to my old man. I gave one to a dear buddy of mine, and I kept 4, and I still have the 4. And I guess it was 2019. I would have thought it was long before that, like 2016, 2015. I don't know. Time has a way of getting away from us, and that leads into the next topic. And I did that. And when I bought it, I believe, and of course there was a premium. I mean, not only because it was APMEX, and there's a lot of good points to APMEX, like you can find this stuff and nowhere else a lot of the time, but there's a premium on top of a premium because it's APMEX, and that's why you don't see me using them much anymore. I use them once or twice a year maybe for stuff I can't find anywhere else. And I know going in I'm going to pay more, but I believe... excuse me. And I'm sure somebody's going to hammer my sack in the comments, but I believe when I bought this, it was probably, I spent close to $100, maybe a little bit more, per 4-ounce silver bar that looks like a $100 bill, only cooler. It was probably more. I think I paid about $30 an ounce. And that's high premium stuff, folks, back then. How did I do? I mean, we're looking at over $60 an ounce silver prices today. I think I did okay. And I'm not mad at it. I wish I would have bought more. Not fundamental for stacking, but they're a treat, right? And I just may buy more if I come across a good, well, an acceptable deal on bars I like. I dig them. And I didn't, well, I guess maybe it was emotional at the time. I mean, not really, but you know, it was, and you decide it was an act of, you know, generosity or greed. You know, you decide. You know, I liked these. I wanted to buy a few. I ended up buying 6. Kept 4. Is that greed? I gave 2 away. Is that gratitude? Is it, you know, irrelevant? I don't know. But it was cool. And one of them I'll never ever see again. When the old man croaked, the Black Widow took it, I'm sure. And that's okay. It was a gift. The other one, I always told my buddy, if you ever want to sell that, I will give you a spot price for it. Don't sell anywhere but to me if you want to get rid of it. So who knows? Maybe I'll get one back someday. If not, I really hope you enjoy it because it was a gift. And it was not emotional based. It was gratitude based or greed based. You know, you make the choice. You make the decision. You tell me. And I find that men, some women, but you know, I guess when I say men, me and my closest buddies, we're not that emotional. We all have our moments. Me, I get irritated with stupid people or lazy people very quickly. I mean, is it emotion? Technically, yes, but it's not weakness. It's the opposite. And if you are like me and my buddies, my close buddies, like my friends, not just people I know, but my friends, you are of a strong-minded nature. Man, I got the yawns. I apologize, y'all. I got the bad yawns. But you're of the nature of a strong mentality, a strong mindset, strong ethics, strong convictions, right? I don't know about y'all, but my buddies and I have called each other the most grotesque, offensive insults. Almost as a pet name, no homo, if you will. And that's how we bond, right? We call each other up. One guy's like, "What's up?" on the phone, whatever. Other guy's, "Hey, slap nuts." You know, whatever it is, it's an insult. And it really is a mechanism of bonding, of strength. And I ask myself, what would I do if I was making decisions from a place of strength to try to, I hate the word lead, but try to provide a path of leadership for the people. And I know a lot of the things I would do. And I'm not sure how I would do some of them. But it's probably a pretty hard job. And I'm not making excuses. When you do something stupid, you do something stupid. And then I think about, how do I manage my own life? The decisions I make. Do I fall short? Yes, I do. Y'all might be perfect. I don't know, but maybe you don't ever. Maybe you never make a mistake or fall short. I can't say that. What I can say is when you fall short and you affect a great many lives in the balance, that is an awesome responsibility. As is when you don't fall short, when you exceed expectations, that is an awesome responsibility. I would encourage people to think less with emotion, to invest less with emotion, to save less with emotion, and do so with a purpose, with a logical mindset, with an end goal in mind, at least to some degree. And you don't have to have that end goal today. Your mindset could simply be, man, I'm broke. I'm tired of being broke. I want to be rich. I want to be wealthy. Whatever your goal is, what am I going to do today to get me closer? And then you can come up with your grandiose, grandiose exit strategy, your end game goal, right? Some people want to hold this stuff till they die. All right. Some people want to hold this stuff till they die and give it to their kids. All right. I don't want to hold this stuff till I die, or this stuff. I probably will hold a fair amount until I die, because nobody knows when that's going to be. None of us know. But I want to enjoy my life. I want to convert a lot of all of this stuff for things that I want and need. So I think it's important to remove emotion from the equation. It's a variable that almost always does no good. It almost always makes things worse. That being said, I don't know if you got something out of this video. I don't know if you can relate either to yourself, how you think, how your buddies think, or how they don't think, how you don't think, how you feel with your feelings. I don't know. But like, subscribe. Merry Christmas. Seriously, Merry Christmas. It's coming up fast. We got, again, barely 11 days. It's 7:49 now, Pacific Standard Time, on the 14th of December, 2025. We're getting close. So, whatever you want to do, you need to find a way to do it. And keep stacking.